Hello, this is the Shoestring Photographer and welcome to this one-off video special. I'm at the side of the River Glazert in the central belt of Scotland on a recce for a location for an upcoming video of mine. The area is well known for wild garlic and bluebells, so I've come along to see where we are with the wild garlic, and being this far north we're a little behind the rest of the UK. So I'm here to gauge how long I think it'll be before I'll be able to come out and see the display, because this area produces quite a stunning display of wild garlic and then a few weeks later bluebells. The second reason for being here is what you will have seen in the thumbnail. I've decided upon the direction that I want this channel to go. I've done some research with this. One of the things I've done is trialed vidIQ to be able to do some in-depth research as to exactly what's trending in YouTube, what's being done and what hasn't been done. I was particularly curious about using the AI for an in-depth review of what I was proposing, and once I went through this and the AI analysed it and then went into YouTube, it confirmed what I thought may well be the case with my channel. And indeed, I will be doing something that hasn't been done on YouTube before. And when you think about all the photography channels that are on YouTube, that's quite something. So if you've seen my few videos before, and I'll put the links up to them, you'll have an idea that I enter images from my videos. I've been entering images into competitions for over a decade, and I've been doing digital photography for just about 14 years. I did photography back in the 1970s, but once I started with the digital photography, it's a completely different ball game. So it took a few years for me to be able to figure out how to use the digital programs and how to use the digital cameras. I had a look last night at the total amount of awards that I've won over this decade, and I'm something like 290 images. So the thing I took away from that was, I think I've got a reasonable eye for an image that might make an award-winning image. My idea is a very simple one. If you've seen my previous videos, you'll have an idea. The on-site videos that I'll do, which will be showing areas of technical abilities, certain landscape scenes, although I'm also intend to do more than just landscape going forward. Urban, city, wildlife, these are all on the to-do list going forward. And the ability to be able to pick out of your images the ones that are going to be suitable for competitions. The vidIQ website came across just 5 videos, and they were single videos that had photographers entering competitions and their experiences of it. And from the brief overviews that I saw, I think it's fair to say that most of them didn't particularly enjoy the experience. But things have moved on, and the societies, certainly the UK societies now, are a lot more interactive with their clients, with their subscribers. The UK's newest photographic society is the British Photographers Alliance. They've only been going a couple of years, and I'm a subscriber to them. I'm a subscriber for a couple of reasons. One, the people that are running this society are seasoned people. The judges are international standard photographers, international standard winners, and international standard photo educators. So if they have something to say about my images, I tend to listen. One of the things that the BPA is doing different to every other society is that when you enter your images into their competitions, they give feedback on every image that you enter if you're a subscriber. Now, this is completely different to any other photographic society. Feedback is a cost that you need to bear if you want specific information as to what your quality of your images are and where you can improve them. It's a one-to-one thing, and I'm pretty sure the vast majority of them will not let you record that feedback. So I got in contact with the BPA, and they're very happy for me to record the feedback on the images that I will be submitting going forward. If you're at the stage where you'd like to enter your images into competition, one of the hardest skills to develop is the critical eye on your own images. It can be quite expensive to enter these competitions, and if you're not sure that your images are of a high enough standard, frankly, it can be quite a dispiriting experience. So here's where we might be able to give people a little bit of help going forward if they were to consider their own photography into competition. I'm going to use my years of experience with every video that I produce. At the end of every on-site video, I will post anywhere between 2 to 5, maybe 6 if it's a really good shoot, images. And this is where you come in. You could then let me know in the comments which images you would choose for competition. It would also be very useful if you were to put a little explainer as to why you chose those images. At the end of the month, I'll tot up the votes for each video, and a minimum of 5 or 6 will go into the BPA's Image of the Month competition for that month. Once the judging's been done and the results released, I will then record all the appraisals on all the images for you to see. So you'll get the opportunity to pick out images that you think would be competition standard and hopefully award winners. You can do this with no emotional attachment yourself to the images, and you can see in future videos as to what the judges thought of the images that are entered. I am a strong believer in passing on knowledge. I've spent all these years getting to this standard of imaging. I've got 10 gold standard images, 30 to 40 highly commended images, and at bronze level, which is licentiate, it's something like 240 images. I've spent a lot of time and effort getting there, and it doesn't sit right with me if I just use that knowledge for myself. So I figure to get as wide a range of people involved with this, YouTube was the way to go. And this has been quite a learning experience for me, as you can imagine. The other thing about my images is the fact that I use second-hand equipment and mid-level equipment. My financial reality is I can't afford £2,500 for a lens. My current setup is the Nikon ZF, which I have to say I absolutely love. It's very tactile. The design I love, and the imaging is just fantastic for me. As I said on my introduction video, I came from a D850 to the ZF, so I've gone from 45 megapixels back down to 24. To be honest with you, the ZF files are different to what the D850 was. The D850 is an excellent camera, by the way. I have nothing but good praise for that camera. But 45 megapixel images, and the vast majority of competitions, you have a file size limit, usually 10 megabytes. I think the largest I've seen is 20. Either way, is if you're shooting 45 megapixels and spending hours getting it perfect, you've then got to downsize the image for competition, which seemed a bit, frankly, daft to me. So I downsized with the ZF to 24 megapixels. I haven't noticed any deterioration in quality. If anything, the mirrorless files are actually slightly better with the range of light that they can actually capture. The lenses I currently have, just 5 of them. The most I've spent on one was about £480. Again, my financial world, my financial reality is I just haven't got the money to be spending money on expensive lenses. If I was a full-time professional photographer, it would warrant it because I would get payback with it. But the truth of the matter is I'm a semi-professional. I do this more for myself as much as anything else. So therefore, I'm quite happy to use this equipment, and the fact that I've got so many awards using this type of equipment should tell you that you don't need to spend thousands of pounds on a brand new lens and a brand new camera to get an award-winning image. You just need to be able to have an eye for composition, the ability to shape the light that you want, and to master the software that we now use for creating images. So the format that I'm going to use with my channel going forward is there will be 2 to 3 on-site videos per month, starting at the beginning of the month. Each video will have those images at the end for you to have a look at and for you to indicate which ones you think are the best and why. At the end of the month, I will then post the results video, which will tell us all whether the images are good, bad or indifferent. I have nothing to hide. I don't take the critique personally. I'm quite happy for the judges to say it didn't work, but the reason why it didn't work is explained, and that is far more important than taking the criticism personally. My next video will be the first results one. I entered 6 images, 4 were from the first 2 videos that I did, the links of which will be around, and 2 that I'd prepared for entering that particular month. So there'll be 6, and I've put all the feedback and all the appraisals on that video. Well, I've had a good look around. There are plenty of buds on the wild garlic, but that's all they are at the minute. The forecast for the rest of the week, unusually for this year, is sunny and dry, although at 14 degrees you wouldn't call it exactly warm, especially with the easterly wind that's blowing. If you've got this far in the video, thank you very much for watching this through. I do hope that you will consider getting involved with this, because it's a sharing thing as far as I'm concerned, and I'd love to be able to inspire people to get out and use the cameras more, and to build that confidence in their own abilities to produce really good images. And that's my whole driving ethos behind this channel, and coupled with that concept that you don't need to spend 6 grand on a new camera and 4 grand on a lens to create an award-winning image. If you're interested in joining me, then as with every other YouTube channel, please like and subscribe. Hit the notifications bell so that you'll know when I'm posting stuff. And once again, thank you very much for watching this video.